Hi, this is Kimball Bullington. We're still in the define phase, but we're looking at team dynamics. So, one of the, I guess, the terms I'd like for you to know is this idea of stages of team performance: is forming, storming, norming, performing. Some people add adjourning, which I think is a bogus rhyme, so why would we do that? Forming, storming, norming, performing. And the idea here is that you can almost expect that people are polite in the beginning, and after you get to know each other and people start caring about the project more, some of the politeness goes away, and you have to sort of find out what the norms of behavior are before you can get to a performing level. So I think this is useful. One of the reasons why Six Sigma has been successful is they do look at the people side. The founders, the creators of Six Sigma, did look at the people side, and this is really sort of a political analysis. Like, you're looking at all the different stakeholders and sort of looking at where they are in terms of their level of commitment versus where they need to be. Not everybody needs to be an enthusiastic supporter. In fact, if I can just get some people to just stay out of the way and not fight me, I would be pleased. So this is useful. This is not the sort of thing that we always would publish in a team meeting or a presentation to a larger group, but the leadership of a team might want to consider. Some good suggestions here on selecting the right team members, and it's going to vary widely. I really like these Wrath and Strong guides. I have a Six Sigma Black Belt guide by Wrath and Strong, and this is the team guide, and some good information here. It says ensure finances involved even if they're not on the core team, because especially if you're presenting rather complex financial justification for the project, you want to make sure that the finance folks don't turn around and say, well, we don't support those numbers. You want them to support the numbers. So even if they're not part of the team, you'd like for them to be there. You'd like to come prepared and participate while you're there. A good team leader checklist on different activities associated with having good teams. Agendas. Prepare a clear and concise agenda. Some people have the rule of no agenda, no meeting, and I have sort of followed that. In fact, I was invited to a meeting by the associate dean last year, and I asked, what is the agenda? And he said, no agenda, just going to chat. And so had other activities to do. Did not make that meeting. You can't always do that, but have an agenda, especially if you're going to be running the meeting. And anyway, some more information on how to have a good meeting. Here's some information on negative team dynamics, which you're going to run into. So sort of thinking about them ahead of time is helpful. This is a simple concept, but I think an important concept. It's called force field analysis. And a lot of times we think in terms of what will drive success, what's the motivation to succeed. But sometimes it's just as important, sometimes even more important, to say, what's keeping us from this? What are the forces that are restraining us? And I can get motion by just having a huge driving force, or I can get motion in the desired direction by just sort of reducing or eliminating the restraining forces. And ideally, you'd be working on both of those. So a different way of thinking about it. So hopefully that helps a little bit on the team. I suggest that you just go through this quickly. And the team guide by Wrath and Strong is good. Joyner and Associates has a team handbook, which I think is really helpful if you get to the point where you're leading a larger team. But that tends to be more of a black belt role rather than a yellow belt role. So thanks.